Welcome to Moto_Rezus, where one split second changes everything. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's dive into today's breakdowns. Reaching the victims, he informs dispatchers that 2 riders are down and offers immediate comfort while checking their condition. Quick thinking saves lives on the road. What's your protocol when witnessing a highway crash? Drop a comment.
That split out. There's 2 passengers, a male and a female. It's okay, it's okay. Hey, bro, she's good, she's good. I know how you feeling. You good, you good, you good. She's okay. She's okay, man, I know.
Cruising across the bridge, the motorcycle suddenly loses control and drops. The rider slides along the hard asphalt, unable to stop the momentum. Lying on the road, bystanders rush over to secure the scene and immediately dial emergency services for help. Always wear full protective gear at night. Checking his gear, the protective jacket sleeve tore open upon impact, successfully taking the damage instead of his arm. Proper gear saves the day once again. How well did those frame sliders perform? The bystanders stay by his side, keeping him focused and calm while verifying details for dispatchers until emergency responders arrive. What's the most important thing to do when assisting a crashed rider? Veering off the pavement, the motorcycle tumbles down the grassy embankment. Pinned under the bike, the rider groans in pain while desperately trying to pull himself free. After struggling to crawl free, the rider sits on the hillside, heavily shaken and catching his breath. Always maintain safe speeds on open country roads. Leaning deep into the turn, the yellow bike loses rear traction and drops instantly. Luckily, the rider bounces right back up and rushes to check his motorcycle. Losing her balance, the rider tumbles off the back while the motorcycle keeps ghost riding unattended down the road. The runaway bike finally veers off the pavement and crashes into the grass.
Cazzo, fermi!
Inspecting the bike, the frame sliders took the brunt of the impact, keeping the engine safe from major damage. Always watch out for loose gravel on tight turns.
No, lì.
Inspecting the gear afterward reveals heavy helmet scrapes. A stark reminder of why quality protective gear is non-negotiable. What do you think caused him to run wide? Drop a comment.
Scheiße, scheiße! Scheiße, scheiße!
Crashing onto the dirt shoulder, the rider lies on the ground processing the shock. Seconds later, a fellow biker rushes to his side to check his condition and keep him calm. After catching his breath, he gets back on his feet to inspect his gloves and hands, relieved that proper riding gear prevented serious injuries. Officers immediately give chase on foot to apprehend the suspect. What are the odds of witnessing this at a red light? Drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe. While waiting at traffic lights, the rider opens a bag packed with sweets and hands them out to fellow bikers to brighten up their day. Small gestures go a long way. Have you ever done something like this on the road? Drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe. Debris scatters across the roadway as the car comes to a stop completely upside down. Always check oncoming lanes before executing a turn. When traffic slows down, smooth lane filtering helps bypass the gridlock while staying visible to drivers. Hitting a pool of standing water at high speed, the tires lose all grip. The motorcycle instantly drops, sending the rider sliding helplessly across the wet lanes. Checking for injuries, the rider walks over to the motorcycle and carefully lifts it back up. Always stay aware of road conditions on twisty roads. What do you think caused the loss of grip? Approaching the bend, the bike loses traction. With no space to recover, the rider slides directly into the roadside barrier and gets wedged beneath the guardrail. After sliding into the guardrail, the bike is stood back up, only to reveal a cracked engine casing spewing oil directly onto the road. The crew helps push the bike to safety as the devastated rider sits on the pavement. Luckily, it's just a broken cover that can be replaced.
Oh no, shit! He fell! Oh no, shit! He fell!
The lead rider loses control on the bend and plunges over the embankment straight down into a creek. The following biker hits the brakes without hesitation and signals for help. Rushing down under the bridge, he finds the rider in the shallow creek bed to make sure they're alive and okay. Always ride within your limits.
You good?
As the second rider speeds past on the narrow track, he loses control and plows straight into the bushes, causing a joint crash.
Tá bem? Yeah, this thing's a beast.
Unable to cut the power, the rider is thrown onto the pavement as the bike wipes
It's throttling
out.
on its own.
Always check your
This
throttle
is
response
insane.
before pushing high power.
This is insane.
What do you think went wrong?
Oh my God, no.
Drop a comment.
Oh oh. Egal, ich fahr einfach weiter. Warum? Wohin? Oh oh. Egal, ich fahr einfach weiter.
Desperate to escape, two scooters run a solid red light across a busy intersection with a police van right on their tail. He excitedly shares the wild moment with his friends, recounting how close the scooters came to getting caught.
Alter. Oh mein Gott. Was war das denn, Leute?
Losing traction on a slick turn, the rider slides straight off the trail and tumbles into the brush. Have you ever taken a spill like this in the woods? After getting the owners okay, the rider leans in to pet the excited dogs enjoying the air in the back of the pickup truck. A simple act of affection brightens up the ride for everyone at the intersection. Have you ever met friendly pets in traffic? With trembling hands, he unlocks his phone and frantically calls emergency services for immediate medical assistance. Always ride with your visor closed. What would you do in this situation?
Eccolo lì. Porca di quella troppa.
As the group approaches an intersection, the lead rider brakes suddenly. With no safe distance between them, the following riders collide in a dramatic chain reaction. Always leave enough braking distance when riding in a pack. Who was at fault here? Tumbling through the grass, the bike comes to a hard stop as the camera points skyward. Always respect the speed limits before entering a bend. What do you think caused this wipeout?
MT-07 insane crash. Wait for it.
Missing the turn, the bike runs straight off the pavement and tumbles across the grass field. The rider tumbles hard but manages to get right back up to inspect the damage. Target fixation can get anyone.
Yeah, it's 89.
Let me give you some money for it.
It's cool, man. It's good. It's only 50 cents.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No, it's all right. It's good. It's all right, man. You're good.
Appreciate it.
After pouring the gas into the tank, the cruiser fires right back up. Another reminder that the motorcycle community always looks out for each other. Have you ever saved a stranded rider? Shaking off the spill in seconds, she jumps right back up and prepares to lift her bike back into place.
Right, mate.
Yeah, it's just sneeze, mate. It's all right.
Do you need a hand? You right, mate?
Yeah, it's just sneeze.
With the situation under control, the rider head back on the road, proving that the biker community always looks out for one another. Have you ever stopped to help a stranded biker? Let us know in the comments. Transitioning onto the open road, the rider leans smoothly into sweeping bends, maintaining a clean line and steady pace through every corner. Winding down through quiet neighborhood avenues and historic downtown streets, this ride wraps up the perfect summer day on two wheels.
Yeah, mate. Are we getting him up or? You right? Yeah, mate. Are we getting him up or?
Working as a team, they gently lift the man off the pavement and guide him safely into his car's passenger seat before the rider heads back to his bike. Faith in humanity restored. Cruising through the roundabout, the silver SUV fails to yield and cuts right into the rider's path. The motorcyclist reacts in a split second to avoid a collision, gesturing in complete disbelief.
You good? You good?
In the middle of the road.
You are?
The bus was in the middle of the fuck.
With the road cleared and everyone safe, the community effort ensures no further accidents happen on the blind curve. Have you ever stopped to assist at a roadside crash?
I was gonna say, do you want to pull the clutch in and we'll... Oh! Oh! Ma che è successo? Io non riesco a capire.
After making sure the rider is completely uninjured, they share a friendly handshake before both head back on their way. Always stay alert around city crosswalks. What do you think of this community response?
Ah, boh, mezzo si è fatto niente. Voi state pure?
Running wide into the bend, the sports bike slams into the concrete curb edge, flipping the motorcycle and throwing the rider onto the sidewalk. Slow-motion camera footage shows the SUV cutting directly into the motorcycle's path on the bend. Always double-check your blind spots. Who do you think was in the wrong here? Popping a wheelie at speed, the rider loses balance and slams hard onto the concrete while his motorcycle flips violently down the highway. Assessing the minor damage, the rider fixes his seat and snaps the broken mirror back while his buddies pull over to check on him. Low-speed drops happen to the best of us. Fortunately, the rider gets right back on his feet to inspect the damage. Always watch your lean angle on public roads. What caused this slide? Let us know in the comments.
Oj, wyrwało.
Instead of arguing, the rider takes the bad news in stride and turns it into a joke with his friend. Accepting his fate, he points out the bright side, unboxing the snacks stored under his seat while reflecting on the strict regulations for unregistered electric bikes.
Motorek piękny, ale ta jazda...
As the motorcycle moves through the intersection, a cyclist unexpectedly rides across the path without checking for traffic, causing an unavoidable collision. The rider quickly dismounts to check on the injured cyclist. Always stay vigilant at pedestrian crossings.
Happy loss.
After sliding to a stop, the rider checks himself for injuries, assesses the damage to the motorcycle, and safely lifts the bike to clear the lane. Always secure the crash site, check for hidden injuries caused by adrenaline, and warn oncoming traffic.
Tylko się trzymaj mocno.
While waiting at traffic lights, the rider opens a bag packed with sweets and hands them out to fellow bikers to brighten up their day. Small gestures go a long way. Have you ever done something like this on the road? Drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe.
Proszę.
Always maintain a safe passing distance around bicycles and pedestrians. Who do you think was at fault here? Let us know in the comments, hit the like button, and subscribe. Wet wooden bridges are complete ice rinks for motorcycles. Watch how fast two riders take a spill. Once the coast is clear, he picks up his bike, grateful to escape uninjured with an important lesson about respecting wildlife.
You okay? Are you alright?
My car died.
The battery seems to be dead. So
Diagnosing a dead battery and alternator, the rider learns the heartbreaking urgency. The man is desperately trying to reach his dying wife at the hospital. Reassuring the driver, the motorcyclist promises to get him there no matter what, coordinating with roadside assistance to ensure he makes it in
Make
time.
sure you get there for sure. Sir.
While leaning into a narrow turn, the motorcycle scrapes directly against the stone wall. Upon inspection, the owner shows a chipped front rim from the harsh impact. The heavily shredded boot proves just how crucial riding gear is. Always gear up before hitting the road. What do you think saved this bike? Crashing onto the pavement, the motorcycle showers the highway with sparks, while the rider slides across the lanes into the darkness. Coming to a stop, the rider spots a downed sport bike wedged right in front of a red Mercedes G-Class. The downed rider quickly gets back on his feet to assess the damage. Losing grip mid-corner, the motorcycle washes out, sending the rider sliding directly into the roadside guardrail while the bike tumbles nearby.
Hold on,
Get off the bike.
I got music playing, okay?
Get off the bike.
I got you.
Get off now.
I got music playing.
Holding the rider firmly, the officer insists on immediate compliance, while the biker tries to explain his side before pointing at the parked cruiser. Always follow officer instructions during traffic stops.
Bro. Whoa! What the fuck?
Scrambling off the pavement,
stop.
the rider lifts his motorcycle, fires up the engine, and immediately gives chase through the neighborhood streets. Leaning deep into sharp mountain curves leaves zero room for error. Watch how a sudden front-end slide drops this sport bike mid-turn. Bystanders and fellow riders gather at the road edge, using a heavy tow rope to haul the shaken motorcyclist back up the cliff to safety. Always respect mountain curves and wear full gear. Lying on the ground after the impact, the rider recovers while concerned bystanders immediately rush to check on him. Always watch for cross traffic. Who was at fault in this situation? Drop a comment.
¿Qué pedo? No mames, güey.
Realizing the entire hilarious wipeout was caught on camera, the group jokes around before getting the bike back on its wheels. Have your friends ever roasted you after a low-speed crash? Drop a comment.
Community support shines as locals coordinate emergency calls and clear the road while comforting the rider. Always wear protective gear when riding in the city. What's your take on how the bystanders handled the situation? When a police cruiser tries to intervene at a red light, riders swarm around the patrol car, pulling wheelies and scattering in every direction. Street takeovers are full of high-stakes energy. What's your take on group street stunts? Slagging directly into the curb barrier, the motorcycle flips, sending the rider sliding across the hot asphalt. Catching his breath on the ground, he slowly assesses the situation. Pulling up beside the driver, the shaken rider confronts the vehicle before it turns around. Quick reflexes and sharp brakes save the day. Who was at fault? The speeding bike or the merging car?
Al işte, çok güzel oldu.
Failing to hold the line, the bike plows through the road shoulder and crashes into dense bushes. Fortunately, the rider confirms he's okay despite the heavy tumble into the foliage.
Popping like them power rocks. Going like some power rocks.
Twisting the throttle to the limit, both sport bikes disappear down the open road, leaving the police car behind. Evading traffic stops carries severe risks. Cornering on winding forest roads requires precision steering. Watch how misjudging this entry speed leads to a sudden off-road wipeout.
Нормально, я в порядке.
Standing the bike back on its wheels, he assesses the damage. While the frame slider protected the bodywork, the foot brake pedal snapped clean off upon impact. Stepping to the shoulder, the rider signals traffic to slow down as others rush over to confirm no one is critically injured. Safety gear is a true lifesaver on high-speed runs.
Listen, fuck nut. I've been on a motorcycle.
Filtering through slow-moving city traffic doesn't always go smoothly. Watch as a simple lane split triggers an angry road rage outburst. Reaching his passenger, he checks on his friend, who sustained a minor facial injury during the fall. Bystanders quickly step in to assist. Always maintain a safe stopping distance. Who was at fault here? Drop a comment. Overcome with emotion, the rider covers her face while sitting on her parked bike. Seeing her distress, a friendly passerby immediately steps in to check if she's okay and calm her down. Losing balance at high speed, the rider tumbles onto the concrete, sending the bike sliding across the lane. Nearby riders quickly swerve to avoid the wreckage. Riding a high-speed wheelie past a police checkpoint turns aggressive in seconds. Watch how this rider reacts when officers wave him down. Escorting the truck into a nearby wash bay, the rider grabs a hose and douses the flames around the axle. Quick thinking averted a major disaster. Heroic moves on the road save lives. How would you react in this situation? Drop a comment below.
Good. What the fuck are they doing?
Cutting the corner, the sedan slams head-on into the motorcycle, sending the rider tumbling into the grassy shoulder. Pushed under the bike, the rider calls for help before crawling out to assess the situation. Slipping on the wet road markings, the bike tumbles onto its side. Getting straight back on his feet, the rider acts quickly to lift the motorcycle off the crosswalk. Sliding dozens of feet across the asphalt, the rider comes to a rest and immediately checks his protective gear for damage.
Does she need help with her bike? I'm gonna see if she needs any help with her bike. Do you need any help?
Yeah, my chain came off.
Ah, wait one sec. Let me see if I can help you.
With the bicycle ready to ride again, she gets back on her motorcycle, proving that small acts of kindness go a long way.
You can just get around. There you go. And then what you want to do... There you go. There you go. It's okay. See, we'd be nice. We'd be helpful. Good deed done for the day.
Cornering on wet, rain-soaked asphalt demands extreme caution. Watch how a sudden loss of traction drops this motorcycle mid-turn. Casually waving at the officer, the rider twists the throttle and rockets away, leaving the police unit in his dust. High-speed highway taunts carry extreme legal risks. What's your take on this encounter? Sliding to a halt, the rider is instantly greeted by helpful bystanders and drivers rushing to lift her up. Always watch for wet asphalt patches in town. What caused the loss of grip here?
Kapuçino'ya bak lan, yetişemiyorum, ne kadar hızlı gidiyor.
Hitting the raised median near the traffic light, the turquoise scooter flips onto its side, launching the rider onto the grass verge. The camera rider immediately pulls over to render assistance. Relieved to find his friend standing on his own feet, the rider moves up to secure the lane and help clear the wreckage. Always wear full protective gear on the highway. Bouncing through the rough terrain, the bike barely misses a massive boulder before tumbling onto the sand. Unseen road bumps are pure danger. Enjoying every mile of the open road, the riders soak in the scenery together. What's your favorite route for a weekend group ride?
Get a push. There you go.
It's broken down, you can't get up.
Taking just 20 seconds out of his day, the rider returns to his bike, proving that small acts of kindness make the biggest difference. Have you ever stopped to help someone in need on the road? Drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe. With the engine refusing to fire up, he resets the tip-over sensor using his phone guide before safely continuing his ride. Always inspect your bike thoroughly after a drop. Have you ever had issues starting a fallen motorcycle? Lying on the pavement, the rider comes to his senses as nearby traffic halts and fellow commuters step in to help. Always watch out for sudden lane changes. Who was at fault here? Drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe. Photos taken after the encounter show scuff marks on the car's bumper and fairing damage on the bike. Who was at fault during this lane split?
Call the cops! Call the cops! Call the cops! Call the cops! Oh my god. That's not gonna do anything. Dude, yeah, hey, come here. We need to get buckets of water so it doesn't get
Taking just 20 seconds out of his day, the rider returns to his bike, proving that small acts of kindness make the biggest difference. Have you ever stopped to help someone in need on the road?
Oh god, that's hot. That is so hot.
Lifting the bike back onto its wheels, he checks the controls to see what caused the sudden fall. Mechanical checks before every ride are crucial. Parking his bike on the curb, the rider sprints over to lift the heavy motorcycle off his friend. Quick teamwork gets the downed biker right back on his feet unharmed. Always ride with gear and a solid crew. Hitting the truck head-on, the rider is thrown onto the pavement as his bike tumbles beside him. The trailing rider reacts instantly, pulling up to offer assistance. Hitting the ground at low speed, the rider leaps up and immediately confronts the driver inside the black car, venting his frustration.
Hard on the brakes, he quickly parks on the shoulder and sprints toward the crash scene. Relief sets in as he confirms his buddy walked away unharmed from the spill. Always ride with a group you can trust.
Ripping past 280 kilometers per hour, the bike disappears into the darkness of the open highway. High-speed runs like this carry extreme risks. What are your thoughts on night highway pulls? Spotting the downed motorcycle in the lane, the rider reacts instantly, braking smoothly and swinging safely over to the curb to avoid the debris. Quick reactions keep everyone safe.
Das war genau das. Das war genau das.
Scheiße, Mann, ey.
With teamwork, the bike is safely put back on its wheels.
Alles in Gang,
Always
Leute?
use smooth
Gang
trail
drin?
braking on mountain switchbacks. Was front brake error the main cause here?
Ist der da draußen?
Ja.
Ja, gut.